when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. To throw, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Marco. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he can go. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him. Get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Receiver comes in motion with jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 35.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Pulls it in. It's Singleton.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
To do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. And they don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Sayen. Setting up the screen. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make the play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The handoff to Johnson. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. In the red area, it's Smith. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, USC.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Sayin. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick spin on the run. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an up.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Buckeyes will try to pick it up on fourth down. Right down the middle. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Smith. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Wants to keep it in the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yardage.
throws to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down here for the offense.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The RPO, it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give is to Smith. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll ride the hot hand. Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, USC. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Caught behind the line. It's Rogers. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Finds some room. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive, have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive, get that football back for your offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to Johnson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, the ground game. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
There he goes.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Send out the kicker here. This almost certainly to win the game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the chance for victory is straight ahead. A field goal attempt from right down the middle.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Coming out with it, it's Owen. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the